Hey, it's Alan Burnett from yourweddinghub.com, and I'm here with Amanda with destinationweddingtravel.ca. Now, Amanda, I want you to tell me a little bit more. We touched on this in our last video blog, but you were on an island on just off the west coast of the U.S. continent here. What did you do in the wedding business?
I've done all aspects. I kind of started with, I did hairdressing, and then I moved into doing floral, and then I moved into catering, and I opened a catering company. And once I started catering, I started taking on all these weddings.
Wow.
And I had someone approach me once and asked me to kind of do all their wedding coordination. So I started getting into wedding coordination, and I started planning full weddings from beginning to end. So, you know, you sit and you do your consultation, you set up everything from venues to flowers to food to hair and makeup to the whole kabam, and then you're there for the actual wedding. You make sure everything gets going, and you stay there and you deal with all of the vendors, and you do everything from beginning to end.
So how long did you do that before you joined destinationweddingtravel.ca?
I was doing full weddings in the industry for about 4 years, and then I moved to Vancouver to get more into the wedding industry in the city world.
Yeah.
And I got into destination weddings. It's a vision, and it's more kind of where I wanted to go.
So tell me, what does a typical destination wedding look like? And I mean in terms of the ceremony and and then the dinner.
Well, you can kind of go either way. People either go right for the beach, which is the kind of typical getting married on the beach, no shoes, the rose petals leading up to the water and the white chairs and the blue backdrop, or you can go with like a garden beach gazebo, and you still have like the background, but you're not right in the sand, because a lot of people don't necessarily want that. And then you do your ceremony. It's usually quite short, 20-30 minutes, but it's just all about being on the beach. It's beautiful, and you do your basic ceremony. You can either do symbolic or you can do legal. And then you go and you do your cocktail reception, sometimes by the pool, and then you'll have your rehearsal dinner or your reception dinner, which can be, on the beach, in a ballroom, by the pool, anywhere on the resort.
So, in other words, it's kind of your imagination is really the only limitation.
Definitely,
Think about what you want.
And it's kind of all about like the backdrop. You want the white sand and you want the water, but there's so many options at these resorts. They're enormous, and all the scenery is so beautiful. And you can be by the pool or by the water or in a ballroom. You could do 10 people with no shoes and just really casual dress, or you can do grand ballroom, to the nines, just like you would do here.
Oh, okay. Now, I guess just one last question is, you talked about the kind of the gazebo garden wedding.
Yeah.
Is that pretty popular, or is the vast majority?
It's becoming more popular, especially, if you do have a lot of family there, lots of kids, maybe lots of elderly people. They don't necessarily want to be right on the beach, right in the sun in the middle of the day. So they have these beautiful gazebos set up where you still have the backdrop, the white sand, the blue water, but you're not right down in the sun. You still have that cover, and a little bit more protected in that way. You can wear your high heels and not worry about getting stuck in the sand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. We are going to be back tomorrow with more tips from Amanda on planning what happens when you actually land in the destination of your choice. So you definitely want to come back, because Amanda's got a lot of experience. And I want to thank you for checking us out on yourweddinghub.com. Follow us on Facebook and like us on Facebook, actually, please. We need some friends. Actually, Amanda does, but I need friends. So,
Like us on Destination Wedding Travel too on Facebook.
Yes. So destinationweddingtravel.ca for your West Coast wedding travel experts. I got to tell you, I don't let anyone on yourweddinghub.com that's not an expert, and I mean that seriously. So thank you for joining us. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to have lots more helpful information. We'll see you then.